We on? Ah, forgot to turn the volume up. Are we on, ladies and gentlemen? Are we on, ladies and gentlemen? All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us here tonight in Montreal, Quebec. We are here after the Circus of Mayhem happened on Shockwave Wrestling, and what a big event it is. And basically, I was just going to be here to report and give questions and stuff like that, but you know what? I guess tonight I'm moderating a press conference. Because there's a guy that really had a big night here in Montreal. Not only winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, but the same night he cashed in the briefcase and realized his dream. The dream that eluded him for 3 years. As he became the Shockwave Wrestling World Champion. And you know what? I have never seen somebody have like the monkey off their back. I'll tell you that much right now. And you know, you want to talk about somebody that's overcome with glee and just emotional. Tell you what, this guy is. And he wants to take the time to come out here and talk to all you fans out here and basically here in the forum room here. We try to fit a lot of people in here, but you know, it's like there's too many people that wanted to come in here. So we got outside the arena on the screen there right now as we're going to go through this. As you can hear everything he's going to say right now. I would like to introduce everybody, the fans here tonight, the new SWW World Champion. A guy that has no introduction. He's held titles before. He's held 5 world titles at once. He's held, you know what? You can say the guy is definitely a legend. He's going to be, no doubt, when he's qualified for future Hall of Fame, there's a good chance he may get in the first time. Most definitely. Trained by Joe Massacre. He's also been trained by Chris Batt. He started out his career as a member of the Upstarts. And from there, his career has been historic. He's had some good turns, he's had some bad turns, but tonight was a very good turn for him. I would like to introduce you coming out right now, and if there was a theme out here, you'd probably hear "And a Big Country" by Big Country, which is like his new theme song, basically. I would like to introduce to you Corey Crichton. And you hear the fans clapping here and everything else going on as Crichton's coming out here. And Crichton acknowledging the fans. He still seems to be a little emotional as he's got the SWW World title with him. And you know what? Like I said, this is a very big night for him, definitely. We're going to give him some time to sit down here, get himself a drink here. I mean, I guess he's brought his favorite drink in the world, Canada Dry Ginger Ale, with him. He's been drinking that for quite a while. Of course, as you know, on a wrestler's diet, they don't drink much soft drinks, but when they do, I guess when Crichton does, he likes that. There he is. He's sitting at the table there. He's got the microphone all positioned, and we're ready to get this started here. Take it away, champ. Thank you, Bill Apter. Thank you. And thank you all fans out here. Not only here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, but also in my home country of England, and also the United States, and everywhere around the world who has been a loyal fan of mine for many years. Right now, I am feeling a roller coaster of emotions. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling really vulnerable right now because I am just overcome with emotion. To put it this way, fans, this story has come full circle. And I'll tell you what right now. It's been a journey. Well, you know, as you know, if you kept on with my stories and stuff like that, You know, I had a sister that died tragically when she was young. Basically, Ardell. That's the reason why I named my daughter my daughter after her. I remember winning my first world championship in 2006, which was the WWL World Championship in a matchup against Chuck Benoit, which I think he came from your home country in Montreal, Quebec. Definitely. Even though they are from Edmonton, Alberta, I think I remember the Benoits were born in Quebec, if I'm correct. Quote me if I'm wrong. Let me tell you something right now in Montreal. You guys are more, everybody gets on your case for being a screw job. But you know what? You are a lot more in wrestling heritage. You had some great athletes here. You had Rick Martel. You had Dino Bravo. You had the Rougeau brothers. You have candidates are out here today. Rene Dupree. Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn. The list is endless. Maurice. Yes, I will mention the Miz's wife because me and the Miz actually got along pretty damn good. I remember we used to have a war over the WWL title in the early years in Must See Wrestling when the WWL title was still around and not just in a trophy case anymore. An exhibit at the Hall of Fame Museum that any of you come out here to Cleveland to a MSW show, check out that Hall of Fame Museum over there. It's beautiful. Another beautiful place I'm going to tell you what is tonight. Shockwave. And it's always been a beautiful place. I may have been a head case. I may have gave him my angst and everything else, but you know what? Deep down inside, this kid respects Shockwave. And let me tell you something right now. I respect Max Cruiser, Ray Little. I have great respect for Mr. Amazing. Mr. Amazing's a legend, and I hope he's going to do okay after what happened to him with that monster that calls himself The Fiend. But, you know what, I'm going to get back and thank a whole hell of a lot of people later on. I'm going to start off about how this whole story has become full circle, and everybody's out looking at me like full circle. It started off in 2019. Shane McMahon was running Shockwave, if I heard correctly. He brought his boy Roman Reigns to get the title. I got no problem with that. But I wanted a one-on-one match with him. And the problem is, Roman's a great wrestler. He's the physique. He's a god. He looks like he could be the next Conan the Barbarian. He could be the next Action Warrior if he wanted to. I mean, he's got that look to him. But the problem was, I don't know why the hell he was dodging me. I'll put it that way. All I wanted was a one-on-one match. You know, Roman could have had a one-on-one match and could have beat me, and that would have been no problem. Instead, he had his buddy Shane throw all kinds of curveballs at me, and it culminated in Las Vegas this summer, 2019. Unfortunately, I lost the cage match to Roman Reigns in a triple threat cage match and involved Pentagon. So the one night I go down the desert in Las Vegas, I decide to because it's mostly desert down there, but it's a beautiful city once you get that big city strip. And basically, somebody rams me from behind, rams my rental car. And I'm wondering what the hell's going on there. The guy stops behind me as I'm stopping. All of a sudden I see a guy in a mask, gloves, and a suit. And he's got a gun. And I tried to get out of the thing, but he kicked the door in so I couldn't get out. And he shot me twice in the head. I saw my life flash before my eyes. I mean, basically, I was going to have to make time up to Bev Smith, who was my wife who was my now divorced wife. I was looking to see that I would never see my mom again. I would never see my brother again. And most of all, I would never see my daughter Ardella. And at the time, I was going out with and of course, my wife to be Melody. Melody, who's a great woman and very loyal, and she stood by me And I thank her for that. She is my rock. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, Melody. So, I wind up being in a coma for about 3 months. Luckily enough, I got out of it. Doctors said they made a thing. Was the doctors were asking me about it? And I told us, like, could you please keep it quiet? I don't want anybody to know that I'm live because basically, I don't want this getting out to be news. I just didn't want to. I wanted to make it quiet, so I quietly went over to Melody. I quietly went over to Ardella. They were the only two that knew at the time. With that happening, I made my comeback. I started getting all my titles again that I had with the IWGP and was another title I had there for a while. And then, of course, in the run, hello there, Shockwave. I see Shockwave there on the forum. I'm going to keep an eye on the forum while I'm speaking here, so if I don't know you, I will acknowledge you, definitely, and I will thank you for coming here. So, with that said, then I found out the most devastating thing I found out. That my former classmate Evan Magnificent was the culprit that shot me. You know, that kind of like devastated me. I knew he was always they always said that he was jealous of me, and it's like I didn't let it bother me. But but you know what the kicker about it was? I found out my ex-wife Bev did it. She's the one that paid Evan to shoot me. I don't know what the reason why, because rumors were she was talking about she was losing custody of Ardella. And so that happened. And during that time too, I guess Melody got in trouble and she got thrown in jail for something. And she got stabbed and she wound up lapsing in the coma there. And I was really devastated about that. So I had all these emotions going in my head. I'll tell you what, this was a series of unfortunate events that Looney Snicket could not write. And basically, it was sad. So, but you know what? I started making good on my own, basically, because you know what? I was getting back in the ring, and Melody was getting out of the coma. I just said right there and then, let's go to Japan and get married. I got married. And stuff like that. So I started doing that, and I started winning titles again. I started winning the IWGP. I started winning the MSW, but the problem was there was one title that eluded me, and that was the Shockwave Wrestling title, and I thought I would never get the chance to go at that again. And the story about it was, unfortunately, I lost the MSW title to Evan Magnificent, who was out on parole, thanks to Malachi Abramoff. What was worse about it, I didn't mind losing the title, but he shattered my left forearm. And the bone was completely broken that they said they could almost fix it. I had to retire. It broke me. I'll tell you what, it really broke me. So, I went down, you know what, I gotta say this much right now. I went to another country to get a scientific experiment of bone transplant. I had a new forearm bone put into me. And basically, it took a while for me to get healed. I tried to go at it again, then I got put out by Splash Mikey. You know, I almost gave up on it. It's like, okay, you know what? If I don't win the Shockwave World title, you know what? I had a good career. What else can I say? So I thought about it, and I decided just enjoy retirement, enjoy with Melody, set up Ardell for college, and basically taking care of my triplets that I had with Melody. Thomas, Angela, and Robin, I think their names are, if I'm correct. If not, then I'm going to hear from Melody when I get home. I know, you had that, didn't you? I understand. But I'll tell you what, one day, this was like about, I would say, earlier this year, I was looking at it, and I seen Mr. Amazing took over ownership of Shockwave Wrestling, which was a blessing in disguise because if I know Mr. Bennett correctly, Mr. Amazing, I know he's going to take care of stuff correctly. He's a great competitor, great partner, great friend. I mean, if somebody you need to go to for advice, you go to him, and he's great. I mean, everybody in that Bennett family's great. Chrissy, Kyle, Alice, Matt, everybody's great, and I give props to them. So, with that said, I was like, okay, you know what, Shockwave's gonna be great, definitely. I know they went through owners, and believe me, what federation hasn't went through owners? MSW, they went through it. It's like back and forth and stuff like that, and it's like currently it's in good hands with Six Killer. But you know what? I was sitting back retiring. I ran WCW for a while with Tonic and with Joe Kenny. But of course it didn't turn out well because of a bad business deal that happened. And so that went bankrupt. So I was out of the wrestling world technically. I stayed behind the scenes, but you know what? I enjoyed doing the work behind it. Then one day Ardella came up to me and she's like, Daddy. And I was like, what? I miss seeing you in the ring. That's what she said. My friends on campus miss seeing you in the ring. And I said, friends on campus? They know about you. When I went over there to the thing, and I guess they found out about me, they asked her, is your dad a famous professional wrestler? I was like, yeah, Corey. And they're like, he was the guy. I was like, the guy that did what? He was the guy that was incredible. We watched him in Japan. We watched him all around in MSW, Shockwave, and everything else. Dad, are you ready to retire? And I told Ardella, I was like, what are you hitting at? What are you hitting at, little lady? Well, I'm going out here busting my tail going to college to get that career in bioengineering. Don't you have one more run? You got something to complete. And I told her, I asked her, what are you talking about? Maybe you should go after the Shockwave World title. That's the one title that eluded you for 3 years. So, so I came to the conclusion, I was like, we love to see you, and she says, we love to see you wrestle again. So I got back into training and everything else, and basically, I got back in. I guess Mr. Amazing and Max and Ray Little have coerced me to come back here, and I was like, okay, let me go give it another shot. What the heck? First match I came back to was a Elimination Chamber match. I didn't do too well. I got pinned by Matt Bennett, and like I said, once again, great talent. But look at who he is. He's a chip off the whole block. He's one of these second gen wrestlers that don't go on namesake. You know, we see many of these guys going on namesake. He's right up there like the Von Erichs. He's up there with Davey Boy Smith Jr. He's up there with everybody. He's up there with Hook. I'll call it what it is. I think Hook is going to be a great star. And I'll say it right there. So we did that, and you know what? I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe maybe I'll hang it up. I tried to go after it. I was like, maybe I can't keep up with these kids. I was glad that Adam won it because Adam was a guy I trained. I helped train along with Joe, and I helped train along also with Chaz. Chaz did some stuff, but me and Joe helped out too, basically. I'm not gonna take away I'm not gonna take away the credit from Chaz, no doubt about it. I mean, he was going through his situations, but heck, this is pro wrestling. What person doesn't go through his situations? I'll put it that way. I'll be man enough to admit my mistakes. I mean, yeah, I'll tell you what, during that time, you know what, I was a different person from the day when I was in 2019 when I was just fed up with everything. I mean, I mean, I'll put it this way. I had an owner. I had an owner that was cruel to me 3 years ago, but now there was an owner here in Shockwave that was well respected and wasn't scheming. And like I said, once again, I'm going to say this once again, Mr. Amazing is one of the best people I ever known. So, it comes up to Circus of Mayhem, and I'm thinking like, well, no, let me go take back Circus of Mayhem. A week before Circus of Mayhem, I seen Roman Reigns come out and jump at him. And you know what? I kind of look at that, and it's like, you don't belong here. And I said that about Roman. You don't belong here. You leech off the wrestling world, man. You turned your back on the fans, no matter if they hated you or not. And you know what? I remember turning my back on the fans, and I'll tell you what, it was the worst decision I ever did. I know I was coming around with fame and stuff like that, and I loved the accolades and everything, but you know what? It made me feel miserable in a way. So, Roman wound up getting a world title shot against Adam Foreman, and I wasn't too happy. I wanted to bombard it. I mean, I don't mean to be selfish, but I was thinking of the roster. They're in Shockwave. Shockwave's got a hell of a roster. They got a lot of great talents. You got Rockstar Steve, Michael Ryan. You got the Crazy Neighbors. Like them or hate them, you like them. You know what? You got Kevin Sullivan's group, which got very talented people, but they're all warped right now. You got Adam Foreman, you got Matt Bennett, you got Alex Brimstone. I mean, it's just a well-stocked roster there. And these guys wrestle with MSW too, which I'm really happy with, because MSW was some of my famous old stomping grounds. And I see, looks like Kickstart has came up here. How you doing, Kickstart? Like I said, I'm going to acknowledge you as I go along in this conference. And if I'm putting anybody to sleep, let me know. Just boo me off the stage. Alright, good. So we come up to Circus Mayhem. I found out I'm wrestling two legends in the Iron Taylor and Marcus King in the ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm looking at it as like big opportunity. So, that was I'll tell you what, I give my credit to Taylor and Marcus King, because you know what? Those guys are great talents. I got nothing but the utmost respect for them. I know everybody gets on Marcus's case because he's with Pengilly, but you know what? For Christ's sake, acknowledge the guy's talent. Acknowledge the guy's talent. And Iron Taylor too. I mean, we do say stuff off the cuff that we shouldn't say, but if you're man enough to apologize for it, please bring him back into good graces. So, we go about this. I put my body online limb for limb, and I bet Melody's got her heart in her mouth at home watching this. I didn't think I was going to win that Money in the Bank briefcase. About 30 minutes or later or something like that. I know it's well over 30 minutes because that was just epic. I managed to get the Money in the Bank briefcase, which guaranteed me a shot, which was beautiful. But you know what? I was not planning to cash it in that night, because I'll tell you what, until something happened there. We go fast forward later on. I know Chaz just got done beating up Roman Reigns, and you know what? I loved it. I gotta admit, I loved it because you know what? He had to come. This is a guy that burned a lot of bridges. You know what? This is a guy that burned a lot of bridges, and you know what? I don't know what the love affair is, and forgive me about that. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Probably Roman Reigns is thinking like, what's the affair with Corey Crichton? You know what? You're a legend. Yeah, you may be a legend, but you're only a true legend if you go around the world. You hit all the areas. You hit Japan. You hit Mexico. which I did. I mean, basically, which everybody else has done. You know what? The thing that made me mad about was Roman just, I guess Heyman must have weaseled this deal. Or I like to call him Chumley. And if he's Chumley, then Roman Reigns is a big Tennessee tuxedo. Yeah. Okay, I shouldn't quit my day job. There you go. So I watched the match. And I was upset. Adam Foreman lost to Roman. It's like, all because of distraction by Heyman. Adam had him going, and Heyman, once again, that little weasel getting in the ear of Adam, just distracted him enough for Roman to just hit him. And also, yeah. We'll get to questions in a moment here. Yeah, Corey's gonna finish up his story here, and he'll be glad to. It'll be an open forum here. Yeah, not to worry. Sorry about that, guys. I just want to finish this up. So, you know what? I was like, the hell with it. Let's go cash this briefcase in. What do I got to lose? I cashed it in. Heyman was already in the back. He was probably John with Roman Reigns, and he thought Roman was behind him, but nah. I cashed it in. I took him down, and I didn't think that forearm was gonna put him down for the count. 1, 2. I had my heart in my mouth, and I had him covered. 3. And all I could take was I was overcoming emotion. I wanted to cry in the middle of the ring. The title that eluded me for 3 years, I have nothing but respect for Shockwave. And I finally got to hold the world title. I thank the fans. I got a lot of thank yous here. I mean, I'll go nail them off everywhere. I thank the fans. I thank Shockwave. I thank Joe Kenny for teaching me some of the tools about being a better wrestler. I thank Chris Batt. I thank Joe Masker, who's not here. God bless his soul. I thank Red Rose. I thank Max Cruiser. Roy Little, Mr. Amazing, Chaz Foreman, Adam Foreman, LeJohn, even Merle and Fisher. I thank also a lot of the greats. I thank Marcus King, Iron Taylor. I thank all the people I've been against, man. And everybody, you know what? The one question I heard about, if it was Adam, would you cash in against Adam? You know what? I gotta honestly say no. It was tempting, but no. If Adam would have retained that title, I would have waited another time, because you do have a time limit on these. I agree. I would say that much right now. And you know something? It feels happy. Now everybody's asking me what. I know what the first question is coming off of everybody's mind, and then I'll let you all have your open forum here, and you can ask me all the questions you want. What kind of champion do I want to be? Doesn't matter if this only makes it through one title defense or many title defenses. I want to be a fighting champion. First thing I would love to do, maybe if I can do it, if it would be okay, I would love. Oh yeah, I forgot Scott Tonic too, and Melody. Like I said, once again, my children, Ardella, Thomas, Angela, and Robin, I think their names are, if I'm correct. I guess that, that bullet hole in my head that I had, dims the memory. And I do apologize, Melody. I apologize, honey. I want to be a fighting champion. I want to take on whoever it is. You got an open challenge? You don't have to jump me in the back. Walk up to me like a man, respectfully, and say, Corey, I want a title shot. And I'll tell you yes, but you have to also go to offices and ask them for a title shot. You can tell them that I said yes. Be patient. Be very patient. It'll pay off. I guarantee you right now. I I guarantee you right now it will pay off. The one thing I like to do is I like to give Adam a rematch. I have a dream list of opponents I would love to meet. Adam, Matt, Alex Brimstone, I win my meeting. Rockstar Steve, who I passed the Rockstar name to, so you won't be hearing myself call me that, and I promise that. Who else we got here? We got Marcus King, Iron Taylor. You know what? Heck, I'll even take on the so-called FBI agent. But you know what? I'm going to tell you what, you know? Sorry about that. I guess the screen's getting a little messed up here. I apologize. Don't worry, Mr. Apter. Oh, yeah. There you go, Corey. Continue. I'll tell you what. You know what? I want to give the Shockwave World title more respect and more prestige. When you're a champion, it's tougher to hold on to it, but you yearn to give it that respect. You yearn to give that prestige, and on top of the prestige it already has. And I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful thing. Once again, I thank everybody out there who's stuck with me, who's been patient with me. And you know what? It's beautiful, and I thank everybody who's guided me with advice through the journey, who's helped me out, and everything else. You know, I thank everybody. And well, guys, that's it. I'm gonna sit here and take whatever questions is there. All right, Corey is here to take questions, and our first question's from Kickstart Wrestling. They're talking about, are you interested in making a return? You know what? Maybe. Right now, I'm gonna concentrate on this one thing, and that's the Shockwave World title. No disrespect. I mean, I know it would be great to come back over there. Maybe. You gotta give me some time to think about it. All right. Anybody else has got questions? Anybody on the forums got questions on the Twitch forum here? All right, you there? Okay. So, Corey, would you actually give Roman Reigns a match? I don't know, maybe. I'm gonna tell you what right now. He would be a maybe because the way he put me through, the hell that he put me through for 3 years. I'll tell you that much right now, and I have my reasons, trust me. You know, I should let the fans be the judge. You know, I should let the fans be the judge. I'll tell you that much right now. Right now, I would rather give it to the people that's worked hard. You know, I'm going to sit here right now, I'm going to name off the list. Adam, I would love to give a match to, definitely, because, you know, it would be great. Matt, Alex, Steve, Michael Ryan. He just was MSW World Champion. Will Child, Lorenzo, Iron Taylor, Marcus King. You know, heck, I would maybe give Dominus a world title rematch too, because he was a dominant champion, and I know he got what's it, basically a little distracted, but you know what? If you could choose a current wrestler face, a WWE wrestler face, who? I don't know. I got a list of them. I'll start with Bobby Lashley, Cody Rhodes, Riddle. I'll put it that way. Riddle had a real good match against Brody Williams. What else? You got. I'll I'll tell you what, Madcap Moss. I like to. My heart's out there for the youngums because I was a youngum. I'll tell you that much right now. Those would be some great matches. If Adam Foreman's up to it, would you would it be an honor to give him a title shot against you on a future card? Yeah, man. I already said right there, Adam would be the first one I want on the list, and no excuse. I mean, I thought he got screwed by Roman and Heyman. And don't worry, I won't have anybody ringside. I wouldn't want to. You know what? I've done for most of it in my career. I've done it on my own. I'll tell you that much right now. Every time I had somebody ringside, I really didn't do too well. And you know what? I think it's a bad luck charm for them. Because I feel like I might be under pressure to impress them and everything else. I'll tell you what. Adam? Yeah, definitely. Ashton Kutcher wants to team up with me against Foreman and Kelso. I'll have to give some thought. Maybe down the road. Who knows? Right now, I guess my path is going to be a little a little full here right now. It's going to be the buffet of options. Hello there. Chelsea Delicious here from ECW. Corey, if you would lose the title, would you ask for a rematch? I'm going to tell you what right now. No, I wouldn't. And I'll tell you the reason why. I'm going to explain this right now. I would be happy. There's a lot of hungry lions out there that would want that shot. And you know what? I'd be willing to step aside from. I mean, I'll tell you what. My dream is full circle right now. My option right now is to see what I can do with this SWW World Title. And I hope I can bring it a lot of respect. I would say in my years, in the last couple years, I became a more mature and responsible adult. Of course, I'm not getting any younger either because I'm getting up there at, basically, would you actually be surprised that I'm nearing 40 in a couple years? And you know what? I'll tell you what. I feel good just talking to you guys. I feel really happy. I'll be willing to take any more questions. Yeah. Yeah, Juan Shocker here with the International News Report. Have you talked to Joe Kenny? How's he doing with his concussion issues? Joe is doing fine. He had some special surgery like I had, and he went down to another country. He had to go do it, a little controversial and stuff like that, but he took a chance on it, and he seems like he's doing a little bit better. As for him, if you guys are thinking he's going to return to the ring, no. All right, we got another question here. What does your family think about you re-engaging your career as a wrestler? Melody's you know what? Melody is cool with it. She's telling me to go out there and be careful. She even stitched me some special forearm gear. If you notice that on my right arm. Basically, yeah, that was done by her, and it was a good luck charm, definitely. Tell you that much right now. Yeah, Ardell was the one that pushed me forward into it. The triplets are a little too young right now. They're only 2 years old, but I know they're going to see archives of their daddy watching it. They're going to see it probably on every streaming device in the world, every disc in the world, every tape in the world, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Tonic and Fatale are happy for you. We just heard. Well, thank you. Two of the great supporters there. My father-in-law and his hopefully his future wife. And yeah, I know he's got some business to take care with one certain guy who stole his ring. I hope he gets it back. Another question: are you looking to go after any titles in currently in MSW or ECW. You know what? Like I said, never say never. Right now, my priority right now is going to be the Shockwave Wrestling title. But if I do negotiate any stipulations where I would want to wrestle in the area again, believe me, you will hear a call coming up to me. If you see my name on your caller ID, answer it. It could be a good chance that I'll be like, okay, yeah. I may even go back to Japan because I'll tell you what. I heard the Japanese crowd was happy. I'll tell you what, man. I mean, Chris Bannon and Asia. Oh, Jake. Chris Bannon and Jade's okay with it. Nice. Maybe you might be expecting a call from me. So pay attention, Bat and Six Killer, Pengilly and Stratton and company. And I'm not talking about Tiffany either in the ECW. I'm talking about the toy maker. You might get a call from me. Who knows? I mean, this has kicked me into high gear again to maybe do some other wrestling there. I mean, you can't turn your back on the ones that flourish. That you know what, they gave you the stomping grounds, the chance to flourish your career. I mean, this is beautiful, man. I mean, I'll tell you what. If you guys want to check me out, I'll be over in a convention over in California this week with Joe Kenny. You want to come over there? Autographs are going to be really cheap. I mean, I would say right now, Chaz Foreman, if you want to do it for, yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, sure. Like I said, I told you, Chaz. You know, I understand you may. I think you had a little assistant at with Roman. I gotta admit to that much right now. I won't sit there and lie. And you know what? Like I said, your son. I will give your son a title rematch, definitely. I will love to, definitely. I mean, the thing about right now, I'm probably when I'm going to get back. Right now, I gotta admit, I'm gonna probably get a lot of phone messages with from a lot of friends and stuff like that. I gotta admit, right now, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful when you don't let the people down that you're looking to make proud. You know, you made a couple wrong decisions down the road, but you know what? You know what? I'm thinking my clearest. I'm thinking really great. It's beautiful how the clarity can work. And as long as his forearm can hold out, who knows? I mean, I really don't want to break it again, but you know what? I'm not gonna sit there and just vacate after I got done winning it. I want to see what I can do. I mean, I want to keep in memory also the guys that are not here with us tonight. I mean, they're in spirit. Massacre, Samus, Jacob Call. I mean, basically, that was that was Asia and Jade and Jacob's uncle, and Dana's uncle. El Serpentor. I mean, the original El Serpentor. Scott Tonic Sr. I mean, a lot of great people that are not here. And I'll tell you what. Oh my gosh, I am emotional, man. You know the thing about this, guys, I would ask what's the best steakhouse here, but you know what? What's going to happen is that I think what I'm going to do after I get done with this press conference, I got to jump a flight back to Cleveland. Oh no, basically I gotta go to Juneau tomorrow for ECW. But in between, maybe I'm gonna jump a flight back to Cleveland and go and celebrate with the one woman that's been a rock to me, Melody. Melody, dear, I love you. I love you. I love the children. Ardella, thank you for giving me spark to get back in this career. You know, my little girl gave me a spark to get back to this career. Oh wait, I got one more question here. What, are you going to be there at the Pro here in the Bev Smith? Ooh. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. That one hurt. I know. I'm here to answer questions. I know that, and I'm not gonna let anybody down. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go. Maybe I might go. I might not go. If I don't go, then and she gets released, which I'm gonna hope not. And I hate to say that because she's the one that put the hit on me. I don't know. I guess I'll be the better person to say best of luck to her in her future endeavors. I know you heard that many times from a certain wrestling area. I'll tell you that much right now. That's that. Right now, I'm not gonna go into the if there. I'm not gonna go into any questions about that because there's a lot of precious information I need to protect. And I don't mean to offend anybody. Well, guys, I guess this is it. So, you know what? I'd like to thank you all for being here. Thank you for keeping me around. Thank you for making it interesting. And I hope to see you in a wrestling ring near you again. Which I will be. Especially get your Shockwave tickets now to see me in action and I should say everybody else. Remember, put me last on that list. I may be the world champion, but please put me last on that list because there's a heck of a lot of great talent. There's a lot of great talent on that list. You need to check out too. And Shockwave says, great press conference. Great press conference. Congrats again. Thank you. And thank you for congratulations. Thank you, everybody. I will be like I said once again, and I'm going to sign off here by saying, I will be an honorable champion. Remember my rules if you want a title shot. Walk up to me respectfully. Don't jump me in the back. Don't do it cowardly. And if I say yes, then I suggest you not thinking that you're going to get the shot right away. Go and talk to the management about it too, definitely, because you know what? Like I said, and if I don't get to you right away, I will get to you later on. I will get to you later on if I'm still holding that title. All right then, fans. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Once again, that was the SWW World Champion. And I gotta say, future Hall of Famer Corey Crichton. And you know what? For now, signing off, I am Bill Apter. You guys have a great night. Join us again tomorrow night for ECW in Juneau, Alaska. And I think Friday night's going to be MSW. Good night, everybody. Take care. Out of character for a minute. That was a press conference that was done Tuesday night after Crichton won the Shockwave Wrestling title. So, just to let you know, thank you for joining in and tuning in. Have a great night, and we'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a must-see wrestling show that will be happening tomorrow, so we'll see you then. Good night, everybody.